when you landed in Amsterdam, you had your phone. Did you have messages from Andrew?
No.
If I went missing for 3 days, my phone would be dead from him trying to get a hold of me.
Yes,
and the other way around.
Amira had the other cast members playing 90-day detectives.
And like now I'm half confused. Like him look like nice guy.
After a number of claims she made against Andrew just didn't add up.
We're just really curious because we all want to hear his side of the story, but you didn't want him to be in here with us. So it's kind of upsetting for everybody here because we can't get that.
Well, get this. Amira also revealed that she's moved on from Andrew. And guess where her new man is from?
He's from the US.
Oh my God.
You try again, Lisa, came on.
Only a 90-day cast would give that, oh, we get it type of reaction. Because I was sitting at home like, what? Why are you doing this again? And why so soon? She basically told on herself. But if I'm to be honest, this is the most interest I've had in Andrew and Amira's storyline all season. So we're gonna dive into it. Plus, Mike's best friend shut down Natalie's accusations that she and Mike got intimate the night before her wedding.
No, we've never been romantic.
But that wasn't the big news here. She also opened up about a nasty fight she had with Natalie the first day they met on FaceTime.
She asked me if all American women were whores or if it was just me.
Yes, you heard that right. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. We'll get to the rest in just a few. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. Let's go ahead and jump right into the drama that unfolded on part 2 of the season 8 tell-all. Kicking things off with the cast doubting Amira's claims against Andrew.
I'm very stressed out.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Now, because both Amira and Andrew can come off a bit dramatic at times, it's already hard to know who's telling the truth. It made it even harder after Amira told producers that Andrew couldn't be on set if they wanted her to talk.
Andrew, I don't think she's gonna change her mind.
I have to go home. I'll take my jacket.
I really would like to hear your side of things.
You're not gonna get it, man.
Andrew leaving kind of backfired on Amira because when her stories had a few holes in them, the cast was left to try to piece together the truth on their own. And in the end, it didn't make her look too good.
I would never call her a liar because I don't know the story, but the story seems bogus to me.
All the confusion started when Amira explained what happened after she tried to meet Andrew in Mexico so they can quarantine and enter the US.
I arrived in Mexico City and at the immigration, I handed my passport. And next thing I know, I was in the back room in the airport. And then they opened the prison cell door to me. I spent 3 days, 2 nights locked up in that cell.
Did they tell you why they were detaining you, Amira?
They never, ever told me anything during those 3 days.
I don't understand how come that they don't tell you why. It's illegal. They need to tell you why they deporting you. I don't understand.
It's Mexico. They don't care.
Mexico. Yeah, nothing.
But
Even in Mexico, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Doesn't make sense to me either. I don't get that.
Thank you.
Okay, to give Amira the benefit of the doubt, the reason why her story probably doesn't make sense here is because everyone's experience with being detained could vary. I don't know that for sure, and I don't want to find out, but that could be the case. Now, what did sound fishy to me is how she said she didn't receive any text messages from Andrew after immigration sent her back to Europe.
I got no messages asking me, baby, are you safe? Did you land? No?
The whole 3 days you were in detention. He knows you're in Mexico City, and then for 3 days there's radio silence. You don't talk to him, he doesn't talk to you, and then when you got out of detention and you got your phone back, you had no messages from those 3 days.
I have barely nothing, no.
She said barely nothing.
My phone was not full of messages.
So something. I want to hear his side of the story,
Yes, I
too.
want to hear like what him tried to do.
I want Andrew to be here to explain himself.
I mean, if that's true, that's crazy. That is insane.
You know, there is nothing like a good old receipt because Amira tried to make it seem like Andrew didn't care. And we visually saw that that was not the case. Here is the episode when he was freaking out after he learned she was detained.
This is security for the airport, right? Do you speak English? ¿Habla usted inglés? ¿Habla usted inglés? No? Every minute that Amira sits in there is a minute in which I am letting her down, and ultimately, love is fading.
See? If the other 90-day couples actually watched the show, they would have been able to point this out. And her phone probably wasn't full of messages from Andrew because he knew she had no connection. Her dad even said that.
No any connection. Her phone is still closing.
Yeah. The problem here is that she tried to paint Andrew as this horrible person instead of allowing him to be there and tell his side of the story so we can make that determination ourselves. She said she didn't want to face him because she was scared. She was scared that he was gonna scream at her because he would scream at her often.
And like now I'm half confused. Like him look like nice guy, like calm down and like never like believe him yell. Like,
Not the kind of guy who's gonna yell.
yes, but I'm looking at Amira and I feel like she like shaking.
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I would have let him sit right there and show his true colors. He can't jump through the monitor. I get that you have to protect your peace. But if that was what she was trying to do, she shouldn't have showed up to the tell-all at all.
I gave him everything I had in that relationship. I loved him. And then I come back to France after Serbia's nightmare. I see he is back on the dating site. He met me.
After you returned from Serbia?
Yes.
Did y'all catch Natalie's reaction? It was hilarious. According to Amira, she knew he was back on the site because she had his email address and a notification popped up. But then she revealed she's dating this new man who she's so in love with from the US. So it sounds like she was quick to get back on the dating site too.
But let me ask you, have you moved on from this relationship?
So actually, it took a lot of time for me to go back to dating. I was really heartbroken, but now I'm finally happy again and I'm in love with someone.
Okay, tell us about him.
Where are you from?
Where's he from?
Where are you coming to America?
Yeah, where's he from?
Amira?
America?
He is from the US.
Let's just move on, okay? Mike's friend Sarah revealed some shocking, yet not so shocking news about Natalie. Here's what she said went down the first time they met.
So I was taking him to pick up my wedding cake. And Michael asked me if I wanted to meet Natalie over FaceTime. And I said, sure, why not? And she introduced herself and she said hi and she told me congratulations. And then she asked me if all American women were whores or if it was just me.
No.
I didn't say it.
She said it.
Natalie was acting like a guilty kid.
I didn't say it.
Who would make that elaborate story up? And based off of the things that Natalie has said in the past, it sounds about right. But she continued to deny it.
Sarah, I know I'm right. I never said it.
And that was said. And then we proceeded to have a screaming match with each other because I didn't take well to being talked to like that. And I said a lot of horrible things and she said a lot of horrible things. And at that point, Mike hung up the phone.
How fair is that? Ladies and men, we cannot be out here allowing our insecurities to have us cursing out someone who doesn't even want what we have. When Sean asked Mike what he heard, of course he played it safe by saying he doesn't remember. After this, all I could think was maybe it was a good thing they didn't have anyone at their wedding because it seems like everybody other than Uncle Bo and Tamra would have objected. His mom doesn't like his wife, his best friend doesn't like his wife. I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot. All right, 90 Day Fans fam. It's been fun, but that's a wrap for season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé. Next week, some of our fan favorites are back for Happily Ever After. So make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. See you next time.